Hey guys, welcome back to another Test It Tuesday. Yes, I am wearing a ridiculous headband thing to keep my hair out of my face. My hair is like doing something super frizzy today. It's kind of cloudy and humid outside, so it was this or it was like frizz. So I figured this would be the better option. Today we're going to do a Test It Tuesday on the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour Concealer. For reference, I am in shade C4, which is the light neutral shade. I've heard people love this, hate this. We'll see. I don't think people are kind of in the middle with this. I think you either love it or you hate it. So I do want to test this out, kind of maybe do some, I guess, wear tests throughout the day and see how it goes. I have already applied my foundation. I am using Fenty Beauty foundation, so pretty matte, nothing else. So primer, foundation, and now we're gonna go in with concealer. So let's put this to the test. I'm gonna zoom you in and we'll see how this goes. Okay, I hope that's zoomed in enough. Take this bad boy out of its package. So the wand is kind of like, it reminds me very much of the Shape Tape wand. Just kind of nice and firm. Good little doe foot applicator there. So, how are we going to do this? Because I'm not sitting at my desk doing my makeup like I usually do. Let's just pat this on. Now, I will tell you also, I do use my concealer as my eyeshadow primer. So, that's really going to be a wear test for me as well. I don't use a ton of concealer like a lot of people do. I don't like taking it down and all over my face. It's literally just, that's it. So I'm going to go in with my Tarte double-ended. I used this side for my foundation. This is the side I'm going to use for my concealer. And let's get this going before it dries. I don't remember if I remember seeing it, if I remember seeing it drying quickly on people. But I do not have that issue, obviously. So it's blending in really, really well. Surprisingly well. I think I didn't know what my expectations were because I had seen and heard that it was like really thick, and I'm like, oh gosh, it's going to be one of those difficult things to apply. It's going to be thick and cakey. And I'm not having that problem in the least. That went on very seamless. Blended out just so easily. Maybe there is something to this concealer after all. So easy. I'm like, this can't be this easy. I'm so confused. Correct me if I'm wrong, I've heard this is kind of a dupe for that new Laura Mercier concealer. I've been wanting to get my hands on it, and I'm trying to hold out until a Sephora sale. My shade just sold out on Sephora's website, so hopefully that comes back in stock by then. But, oh my gosh. Wow. What are your thoughts? I think I really like it. Where did I put it? Okay. I'm going to go in with a little, just a tiny, tiny bit more. Just in the inner portion where I do get like darker area right there. So not a whole lot. I don't want it to look cakey. I don't want to build it up to where it's going to crack during the day. But, wow. This thing was $7 and I had a coupon because I bought this and the highlighting palette together, and I think I paid $15 for both, which is, wowzers. Okay, I think I'm just in awe right now. Now, this is first impression, so obviously you have to see how it wears through the day, but okay, I'm going to zoom you in here a little bit more. I'm really impressed. Really, really impressed. That is super up close and personal, guys. You can see like the different eyebrow shapes. I mean, there's a lot going on here. Look at this. I feel like I didn't do as great a job blending right there. That's better. I'm so impressed. So impressed at how effortlessly that blended out. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look dry. It doesn't look cracky. Guys, we may have a new amazing concealer for $7. Okay, I still need to do the rest of my makeup so that I can film other videos for you. I am going to probably check back after I do my makeup. I'm going to try to check back through the day. Maybe not like a ton of times, but at least a couple of times so that you can see. But super impressed so far as a first impression. That applied, it went on, it didn't go on super thick. It didn't feel like I was putting on a layer of like clay or something. It went on nicely. I showed you the brush I used. A lot of times I use my Sigma 3D Kabuki brush. But when I want to vary it up, I use this one. Oh my gosh, blended effortlessly, just smoothed into my skin, over my eyelid, and the end result, as of right now, it's looking pretty darn nice. So I will check back with you guys here in just a little while, and we'll see what this thing, how this thing holds up, what this thing does. See you soon. Okay guys, makeup is done, full face is on, so I'm gonna zoom you in to the concealer so that you can kind of see the final result. Now, of course, I have to wear it throughout the day, see how it wears. I will tell you, I do have a very kind of deep under eye line right here, which concealer always seems to settle in that, so I don't ever use that as a deciding factor as to whether a concealer is good or not. Just wanted to point that out. Besides that, I set it with some powder and it looks really, really nice, really smooth, almost airbrush-like. My eyeshadow, it worked perfectly as a base. Again, I set my eyeshadow primer, or the concealer, with some powder so that it have kind of a smooth base. And I had absolutely no issues. I didn't get hung up like blending, anything like that. So far, so good. I am going to wear this throughout the day. It's 11 o'clock right now, 11 o'clock in the morning. And so I'll do a check back later in the afternoon to let you know how it has worn. So we're gonna go out, do a few things, and then later this afternoon, maybe even into the early evening whenever I have a chance, I'll come back and check in so that you can see how it's wearing. So far, so good. I think I'm really gonna like this, but true test will be how it wears throughout the day. So we'll be back doing another check-in here in a while. Hey guys, it is now 3:28, and I have had this on since about 10:30 this morning, and then I finished my makeup at about 11, and so I wanted to check in with you so that you could see what this is looking like, and it is looking really, really good. It's holding up really well. I don't have any creasing. Of course, I did set it with powder, but I don't have any creasing other than that one that I told you. I have that deep, I guess, line or wrinkle right in here. I can't avoid the creasing there. That's with all concealers, but other than that, it's looking really good, really smooth, no breakup, no creasing, no cracking. It looks really, really nice. That's what that looks like there. I am gonna do my best to do a check-in at the end of the day, early evening. I'm gonna hope I remember to check back in so that you can see what it looks like at the end of the day. But so far, I am really, really impressed with this $7 concealer. As of right now, I would highly, highly recommend it. But like I said, I will do one more check-in before the end of the day. Okay guys, I am here for my final check-in of the day. It is, let's see, let me bring my phone up. It is 8:48 in the evening. I have had my, hold on, let me do that again. It's 8:48. I have had this on since pretty much 10:30 this morning, and I have to say this is probably becoming, if not become, my favorite concealer. I'm amazed at how well this is held up, how it's not creased, how it's not cracked and got all gross. I'm just very impressed. I cannot believe that it still looks this good. Now granted, my makeup's been on for a while. It's almost 9 o'clock, so it's not going to look as fresh and nice overall as it did when I first started filming, but I mean, look, there is absolutely, other than that same little deep line that I've got there, and of course some of my highlighter, some of that sparkle has made its way to the under eye area, and I mean, you see a little bit of under eye dark circles peeking through, but in all honesty, it doesn't look crackly, it doesn't look gross, and unless you are all up in my space, it looks really, really good. So for a $7 concealer to look this good, I am so impressed. I mean, it has, oh, let me zoom you back in because I did use it as my eyeshadow base, and look how well my eyeshadow has held up during the day. If this thing will focus. Hold on. Let me zoom you back out a little bit. There we go. It was like too close and personal. That has really held up both ends, both the concealer end and the eyeshadow base. And I mean, I'm just so thoroughly impressed. So my 2 cents is give this concealer a try. At $7, you really don't have a whole lot to lose, and you can always return it if you're not crazy about it. I am super impressed. I think I really love this concealer, and this may be my new top concealer, even more possibly than Shape Tape. So this does it for the Test It Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. Before I let you go, I do need to give you the verse of the day. You know that. It comes from Acts 17:28, and it says, "For in him we live and move and have our being." Jesus is my very reason for living and for being. He's everything to me, and it is my prayer that you experience his love in a way that you never have before. Guys, I hope you really have enjoyed this Test It Tuesday. I hope you found it helpful. I will be back very soon for a Dazzled or Disappointed. Take care, guys. Bye.